Okay, so let's look at JD Vance for 2028. His enemies are saying that he's weak. We're not voting for you. Steve, the human canker sore Bannon, said that he's going to run just so he can beat JD Vance, I'm pretty sure. Because he is the one that called JD Vance weak. Now, here's the thing. Steve Bannon's got a lot of money, too. But JD Vance is not a coincidence. So, going up against JD Vance is, and this is why Donald Trump dropping dead and JD Vance becoming president, I would have felt better if Mike Pence was president. Because he's corrupt too, but he's not the kind of corrupt that JD Vance is. JD Vance is, I know billionaires corrupt. Now, and you, a Russian stooge found Mike Pence and put him into Donald Trump's orbit. So it's not like we were, trading the devil for Santa Claus. It was trading the devil for Devil Jr. So JD Vance knows Peter Thiel and all these other people. So what does it look like for him for 2028? At least right now. Before we start getting all the contenders and all this other type of stuff. What does it look like? For JD the Vance, 5 of Swords on the bottom means defeat and dishonor. So let's see. The Page of Wands and the Hierophant. The Page of Wands is messaging. The Hierophant would be the government. This is no. If you were running for Speaker of the House, I'd say yes. But this is, let's keep going. Let's see. 6 of Wands, the Emperor and the Hermit, the 9 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. No, not president, but I'm asking for 2020. Yes, I guess I really didn't really ask would he be president, because I don't see that here. This is like, this is a different role, but it's not president. But he's not going away either. For the record, Page of Wands is a speaker of some kind. This is a messenger. This is a person who delivers news, or a person who puts out blog posts and this kind of thing. And then there's the Hierophant. This is an organization of some kind that has a bunch of rules or has a bunch of people involved, and there's a hierarchy and so forth. This is also conformity, and so he may be in some sort of religious, because mind you, his pimp, Peter Thiel, is going to give a speech about the Antichrist here soon, and so, or he's already done it. So there's some kind of religious speaker role, not a preacher or nothing like that, but maybe some sort of extremist. I mean, that's me being judgy, but there could be something like that, because as far as 2028, his opportunities are not in the plenty. The word of warning is the Ace of Pentacles. This is what you want at the end if you want a bunch of opportunities, not right here. Right here means that they're dried up. But here means that he's probably not even looking for new opportunities because he's got a new task to perform. But that is not president. There is the Emperor, which is power and things of that nature, but Nine of Cups is excess for things that you really want, and Two of Wands. So he's got something, some sort of role here that he really wants, but it's not president. It's something outside of that altogether, but he's not going away. There's the Hermit, and the Six of Wands is kind of like sent on a whole different kind of mission there. And because the Knight of Pentacles is the taskmaster, the person you want to perform a specific task. And so there's that. However, let's look again at Steve Bannon for 2028. I want to look specifically for his presidential run now. Let's see. Three of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, he doesn't have any support. Six of Wands for him too. Ace of Pentacles for him too. The Hangman. The Eight of Wands. Now, there's where you want your opportunity, but he gets more so opportunity to speak. This is talking. So he's giving out a bunch. This is more likely on his podcast circuit, so he can go talk to the other weird ones that act just like he do and think just like he do. But as far as like elevation, that is no. It's Hangman, so this is like your suspension, your halting, your stopping even at times, but you have a perspective change. And so he may be just going into a different kind of role here. I think 2028 is not going to have the same kind of players it has right now. The Wheel of Fortune, good luck, and the Word of Warning, so bad luck. Also, it's not time for you to do such a thing. Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. You can go out and get some money and things of that nature, but President is nowhere in these cards. But speaking is, it's lies with the Seven of Swords, but there's that. Okay. We're supposed to take him seriously because he's mentioned it a couple times. Eric Trump says that he just might run for president. He just might run for president. Gums McGee, 48th president of the United States. You wish. So, what does it look like for Eric in 2028 running for president? The Hierophant, government, the Queen of Pentacles, America. Two of Wands, plans and blueprints. There's the Strength card, being able to overcome. The Empress, growth and fertility. The Seven of Pentacles, investments. Word of Warning, King of Wands, leadership. So that's not for you either. The Page of Cups, the Fool, and the Queen of Wands. No, I would more so worry about your companies being in court. But you go for it. I can't. Last question. Will the GOP support Donald Trump if he wants a third term? Now, I know what you say. That's not possible because of X, Y, and Z. But let us stop saying such things in the world we live in right now. Will they support a third term? King of Wands, Four of Swords, Four of Wands, nope. And the King of Cups, no. They will not. That's your leadership card. There's the pullback there with the Four of Swords is retreating and we're pulling back. Word of warning is the White House. The Four of Wands, no. And then it ends in the King of Cups. There is somebody else that they are focusing on. Well, for grins and giggles, let's look at this too. One more. Gavin Newsom for 2028. What does it look like for him running for president? If he should do such a thing. See, what he's doing is what I have been wanting Democrats to do. Go after this man's ego and bruise it to hell. And then show his supporters what he looks like. Because you keep saying, oh, it's childish, don't do it. Not realizing that Trump did it first. He's just showing you what he did, and now you don't like it all of a sudden. Okay, the Four of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Interesting. I don't know who she is or what she represents, but there's a plan for celebrations, inaugurations, the go-getter. So he may be running. There is the Five of Wands, the conflict though. Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Your problem is going to be on the outside world if you try to do some traveling and things like that. Appealing to the Rust Belt and all that garbage they keep talking about. So, yeah, image, Three of Swords. The image is not the prettiest for even some Democrats, because this is people on your own side. The Ace of Wands, the action, Ten of Wands, there's a burden. You know what? I did a reading a long time ago about the next candidate for 2028. Would he be able to unify Democrats, or would he get them all together or something like that? And this same kind of energy came up. So I wonder if he's going to run. But this same kind of energy came up to where this person is a good candidate, but he has a hard time even convincing his own side at the beginning. He wins them eventually because I think the Democrats kind of at some point, settle into the vote blue no matter who type thing, because they know the alternative is horrible. But in the beginning, he is not a shoo-in for the outside world. The Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So, Three of Swords, Ten of Swords. It doesn't look good for you in 2028, at least not right now. But again, I think he has an uphill battle there for even on his own side. Well, we shall see.